Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector, where we are continuing exactly where we left off last time, which means that we are in the Zagan star system, which if we take a look here is... We're still in a fairly good fuel situation, and when I was looking at everything here, we do have so far the Thule gate scanned, the Morgana gate scanned, we have the Kaddish gate that we can scan as well, and the Galadia gate's already scanned, so pretty much we have a lot of gates that we can potentially go to and find. We also have, as is tradition at this point, more bounties. And some of them are actually pretty sizable. Well, okay, maybe not that one. But we have one here and one up here that are all pretty well en route to each other. I don't know if I want to take them on all at once. But it is money, it is combat. I'll kind of play it by ear at this point. We're going to start by selling some crap at Ilm. There are like a lot of other sort of extracurricular activities I could be getting into at this point. Like we could be playing the economy, trying to sell this stuff anywhere, but we're made of money, which is kind of the other thing that I'm thinking right now is that we're not as concerned as maybe we used to be about like, let's just survive on our money at this point. So we'll just go ahead and take these. We have a lot of Marines. We could buy a few more. They have excess stockpiles. I'm actually going to buy those out, even though we don't have a great place to sell them yet. It will come. So let's go ahead and just do that. So we're playing the money game a little bit here. Their stability is okay, but they are getting attacked by pirates. Here's our fleet. Our fleet is apparently losing combat readiness because we have not unpaused the game since starting yet. I wouldn't mind actually getting a few more conquests just to have some backups, just in case crap happens. So I think I will take one of those bounties, which means we need to go back to the place here and buy some fuel. They don't have a lot of fuel. You can buy your black market fuel as well, because that's fun. You can buy your black market recreational drugs. We've done enough of that illicit business for a while. Another thing that I saw in a comment that I kind of missed is that I could refit this ship just a little bit here. Like, one of my questions that I have is how much are the Rift Lances actually doing versus just contributing directly to my flux overload. So I think that's one thing I am going to ditch for the time being. We'll see how it works. Because that's bonus weapons we could put somewhere else. And we're going to give ourselves some more caps and give ourselves some more vents as a result. Maybe that'll help with some of what's going on here. So we have the Tachyon Lance. It's still going to be hard here. I did get another suggestion that I should be putting some cryoflamers on here. That's definitely a nice idea if I had more of them. I do have a few on a Doom, but we'll see where it goes. For now, we do need to visit the gate up here so we can scan it and probably get some other encounter. We have a friendly scavenger that's friendly flying to us. We have pirates all over the place, so this should be not too much of an issue unless we have somebody guarding the gate like a fool, and we do. The Luddic Church holding vigil at the gate. Come on, guys. Sup, y'all? Alright, so aware of your identity due to your fleet's transponder being on. Well, of course. Blessed Asher Wells, may the light of Lud guide you always. Thanks to your assistance, we are continuing our holy vigil. I'm sure the prophet return will come soon. What is this holy vigil? You haven't heard? I'm blessed to deliver you the good word. We await the return of Lud. Based sister, fear not. Our spiritual leader was given a vision by the grace of cosmic Numna that Lud would return here from an unearthed exile to this very spot after many cycles spent in spiritual battle for the soul of humanity. We await the joyous hearts and hymns upon our lips. Won't you join us? I have otherworldly obligations. She nods with understanding. Nonetheless, Captain, the path to Lud's blessings is always before us. You may surprise yourself to find that you have been walking with Lud all along. Well, maybe. So I'm going to just be up front with them. I need you to move from the gate. She shakes her head, smiles beatifically, that's a fun word, and explains, we are maintaining a holy vigil. We cannot simply move. Our devotion was foreseen. The Holy Lud made a return to us and guide us. We would not abandon the prophet returned. As a servant of the fate, I have a proposal. Wow. That's fun. Perhaps, as you explained in the spirit of charity, you, with assistance from the Luddic Deacon Captain, of course, could perform a safety scan upon the gate using a device you have on your flagship. It would be a ritual of cleansing, you propose. This would also provide her followers with an opportunity to make repairs to their faltering ships. The Prophet returned would not want a flock to be lost to the hull breaches and life support failure. Surely. Ah, that's right. Your name's Cherished Life, after all. Hold vigil from my flagship while your flock makes repairs nearby. So we could use the story point to provide 50 supplies and go forward with the scan, or we could discuss other options here. She nods. I admit our ships are old and of poor repair. It would alleviate much suffering if you provided us with 50 supplies, in the spirit of charity, of course, and if, say, a vigil could be maintained for the short period required for your cleansing. You nod piously, of course. This is not for your own self-glory, not at all. Supplies for the weary and a scan to ensure the safety of all. It's not unreasonable, it's not unfaithful. You just need to ensure everything appears absolutely above the board for the Luddic Deacon Captain. We'll use a damn story point. This means we're definitely taking on some people. Now, we could actually fight them. That's true, but you dispatch a shuttle to retrieve the Luddic Deacon Captain and a small circle of advisors. As they board, you invite them to a viewing lounge where they can maintain their vigil during your operations. Your op chiefs coordinates the transfer of supplies and even begrudgingly allows a few cargo drones to be borrowed to help maneuver some desperately malfunctioning ships from the Luddic fleet. One by one, their engines ignite, drive manifolds sending ripples throughout the local hyperspace medium. The ships are faithful, crawl slowly from the vicinity of the gate. Like, those are super broken, and it's all civilian transports. Okay. So we can open a comm link again. Apparently, we only get static. We're not going to engage. We're going to let them go. There we go. I was about to say, please leave. Can scan the gate. Apparently they don't leave, but we can scan the gate anyway. Execute scan. Blinks expectantly. The gate awaits. As cold as a tomb, your command display shows a representation of the hyperspace manifold again. You hear faint music, Captain. The scan is complete. That's three gates. You personally see the party of the Luddic faithful who maintain vigil from your flagship. The fleet is returning, their collective devotion uninterrupted. Blessings of Lud upon you, Captain. I shall speak with you, well of you, at the Prophet return. You know to nod in acceptance without raising any theological questions, and give a polite wave as the shuttle leaves. Could fly through the gate, but we're not going to do that today. So they never really left, jerks. Maybe I should have blasted them out of the sky, but I'm not going to do that. So we're definitely taking a fight now, because we need more story points, apparently. System with a dwarf primary star. That's going to be right back to Morgana, isn't it? Well, that's okay. We know that place real well. And it looks like we have 3 gates left to scan. I wonder what hijinks will ensue in other places. We got lots of pirates here again. I guess that's what I get for trying to scan places in the core worlds. Okay, even more pirates. Really? Okay, I guess that pulse wasn't directed at me because it sure didn't stop my ship. Up we go. Because, yeah, as nice as those, to get back to the Ziggurat real quick, as nice as those Rift Lances absolutely were, I didn't really see them firing much once I got in the heat of combat, and I think part of that's just because if I'm trying to get my cryoblasters to go as much as possible, that other stuff isn't going to be in here. So here's Morgana. We know this is where we need to be, and we just need to find a fleet. There's a fleet. Hey guys. Surely nothing bad could come of this. Attention, prey. We are going to move in to engage with you. That's fine. We cannot do all, but we can do most. So we're going to, let's see. What happens if we drop you guys down? We leave the Odysseys out. We put you guys on for now. Okay, well, I can always drop a second Odyssey and see if I can get something else in here. That should be fine. Let's deploy with this. Alright. So we're going to defend this point, which I got a really good explanation from somebody who I forget the name. Now it's like, yeah, your whole fleet moving up here fulfilled the defend function, so it's fine. Everybody else is kind of moving automatically to make this work. I do understand that. It's just that sometimes I would really like it if my ships just like would attack things more reliably. But that's why I have the command points to force them to do what I want. All right, so you're going to follow me as... No, that seems dumb. We're just going to go up here and we're going to see what happens. And surely things will all be good and nothing bad could possibly happen when I have this many conquests coming right after me. This is the kind of fights that at least you get at the end of the game. I mean, it's a lot of battleships versus a lot of battleships, and they have a lot of little support craft here. So there's very gung-ho Odyssey. How many reinforcements can we get? That's fine. I really should have done some repairs, but that's okay. Can't check my fleet screen right now, but there's a lot of demods that are kind of going on. And then I want to double check something else real quick. I apologize for this. Controls. Apparently there is a button I can push. This is another comment. That when I am flying, I can supposedly, I think it's push B to make it so that I move faster while everything else moves the same speed. I don't know if that's something I really want, but we'll give it a try. First, obviously, we got to make sure that okay, we're already getting an engagement over here. We're already getting an engagement over here. So this is... It's time for fun, I guess. Could probably take that ship on right now. I mean, their primary fleet's right here. They have an apogee. They got a bunch of other stuff. So we're just going to hold position and defend. They really want that comm relay. We really don't want Space Raptor to worry about this. And this is kind of what I was talking about here, is that we need to go ahead and just start taking out the big things. I'm going to eliminate you. Hopefully you guys will move up and do this. And we don't really want you to do that. Alright, so let's see what we got. First off, phasing. Okay, B doesn't seem to do it. I'll need to check my comment section again to see what exactly I missed about it. But right now, I definitely want to try and take on somebody on the sides here, because we've got a pretty good line of ships coming. I think we're going to go after this one first. And obviously, they're coming after me. So, I love having just all these lines of lasers everywhere. They are disabled for the moment. So we'll see how this goes real quick. Obviously, everybody else coming after me is very exciting. Okay, just barely. Uh-oh. We got knocked out of phase. But fortunately, we also did like a shit ton of damage to this guy, so... There we go. I think minus the Rift Lance is definitely a good start. And like right here, I don't care too much about where I'm at there. We're just going to vent and do it again, as we have all of our moats going in here. Like, one of the questions I had was just how much were those Rift Lances actually like contributing to killing things. Like, all of my support fleet here has got this guy down, so we can already move on to you. Or maybe we move on to you. There we go. Fortunately, in phase, we don't get hurt by that, I think. So we'll shoot our little lightning bolts, and it'll be a good time. We have an Odyssey that's actually having a few probs. So I love the little whale noise. We lost a glimmer, as tends to happen. Something I probably should have repaired. So we're just moving around the backside. Maybe, possibly. They're firing some fancy pants weapons at us. There we go. Alright, and out of phase, and big shots. That's a paddling. Alright, so look at that. Minus the rift lances, and suddenly our flex issues are a lot better. I'm liking this much more. So the rift lances are more for funsies, but not necessarily anything good. So all we're going to do is just kind of hit and run and do it again. Kind of arrogant to try to vent back here, but we do have a lot of little point defense things. We got to get this hard flux down. Definitely the extra capacity, for want of a better word, is a good thing. So let's eliminate order U as well. Eliminate order U. And after that, it's missile boats mostly. So we'll need to watch that. Brrr. So how do we get around 2 griffins? Just to attack a conquest. I'm gonna see if I can do a 3 for here. Okay, so. Oh, we actually got him right in the shield, so we got to phase out because here comes the missiles. All right, so that wasn't very successful, but you can see our flex situation is much better. All right. Let's try this again. They're actually firing some of those pressure missiles I had talked about before. It would be nice if you didn't have a piece of actual ship blocking your backside. Like, that doesn't do me a lot of good right there. Alright, that was kind of a wasted effort, and now we have this guy trying to be annoying. Once again, you're a little aggressive, aren't you? Let's retreat you, and we'll just bring out the other one. Because we want to push the line back to here. Okay, we also don't want to accidentally get over the flex limit while you're there. So hopefully you live. That is one very intact dead conquest. This is going to be our next target because it's on the edge and we want to work from the outside in. Here comes Space Raptor. Doing Space Raptor things. There we go, that's a start. Alright, so Space Raptor's getting shot at. Good times. Alright, I think we're going to go for a frontal assault here. Okay. Not the best weapon if I don't deactivate the shields. Good to know. So I'm just getting a little impatient here, and I need to be impatient because the Conquest has directional shields, which are definitely solvable. And we'll get some nice recharge here in just a second, so there we go. Cryo Blaster's so nice. We lost a Lumen. We almost lost some of ourselves. So we got another Conquest that's trying to retreat. I think I gotta pay you a visit real quick. You just gotta try to make sure this payload doesn't hit us. Go ahead and take you out. There we go. Don't get Reapered. That's a nice double Reaper shot. And then we're just going to catch up with you. Like I said, it's all just so nice how we can just reach out and poke. So they have a lot of point defenses. And that's good. Oh, some Sabots as well. Sabot. Okay, what else can you fire at me real quick? Okay, apparently you can fire that at me. Let's see if we can get around your defenses before my flex bar goes stupid. This is where ideally I would be flying actually around the ship, but this'll do. So you're dead. No, you're not dead. You're actually put your shields up very smartly. Alright. Okay, but they're disabled. So that's a plus. See if we can get this last shot in. Stupid AI getting their shields up all the way. Alright, that's fine. You are now also marked for death. So how many conquests have I taken out just by slightly improving the build for taking away some low effect weapons? It's good to make adjustments on the fly. It's full assault time as well. Alright, so this is easy money on the bounty here. So we have a Harbinger, it's gone. We got a Dominator, it's getting dominated. We got a Odyssey that's really outclassing somebody. Okay, so the enemy fleet's routed here. This is fine. Claim victory. And we're obviously going to pursue them. Okay, second in command, what you got for me? You got this, you got this, you got this. Looking good. They only have a drover. We're going to take this conquest. We're going to take our two buddies here. I would like to have a Fury, but I'm not going to grab it. Wouldn't mind a champion, but I'm not going to grab it. This is fine. And picking through the wreckage, we get a bunch of stuff. Actually, some Squall missiles are nice. Plus, we get a lot of money. Nah. If it was the Fury, I might have done it. Alright. So, under crew strength. I was about to say, I forgot to buy more crew, didn't I? Ugh, sigh. Okay, well, I'm not taking the second bounty then. We're just going to mothball our low-impact Falcon. No offense. And, we've already been here. Let's go home. Because there's a gate at home. Mom! Where's our gate? We have a gate at home. What's our gate at home? Oh, hold on. Before we go home, if you guys are really going to sit right here and just say... have two glimmers. This is like super overkill for two glimmers, but it's fine. Because I'd really like to just retire those lumens. Well, I'm not going to retire them, but they are ships that you can definitely, like, if you just want to run a bunch of tiny frigates, it's fine. Alright. Would help if I could hit the broadside of a barn. There we go. Alright, claim victory. Victory's ours. Ship recovery. Oh. Boo. I'm not using 2 story points for that, but it was worth a shot. No cores either. We'll have other opportunities, because we're going to need to... Before we do that big bounty again, we'll need to do some remnant farming. Or at least that's one of my plans. By the way, how are we doing on the... We got 6 story points, that's not bad. But we're not really close to another one. Alright, but so far our repairs should go okay. Especially if I don't run into these storms too badly. Famous last words. Actually skip some stuff that's floating in space. If this were Reddit, it would all be astral blueprints, etc., etc. But there's our monthly income. We've got to go back to the Alpha site. Tri-Tach, who apparently we didn't do enough business with. Not bitter at all. Okay, gotta actually watch my flying here. Because we're getting close to running out of fuel. Now, granted, that means we'll hit the gravity well and be fine. But I can't be sloppy. Unfortunately, I was not sloppy. So there's Kadish. This is our stop. Alright, so there's our beautiful once bluish green world. Now just looking like a big old pile of space shield. The hegemony hasn't tried to come by and rip away our AI cores lately, have they? And yes, I know I've gotten a few comments of like, mod your save file to make it so that you don't have to click 30 times. That's the tactile, fun, interesting part of Starsector. I get to click all the buttons. Alright, and how much crew? That's fine. Alright, as for the fleet screen, it'll unmothball you. And we're going to not scuttle you, we're going to storage you. So that'll be good. Right, storage. Finally storage. Alright, so what needs repairs? You need repairs. That's a lot of money for repairs, but it's worth it. You need repairs. That's also a lot of money for repairs. Maybe it's worth it. We don't have a lot of money now, but we'll get it next turn. This conquest probably could use some love, but it's okay. Every little bit we can do to improve our ships. Here's our regular derelict contingent, by the way. Once again, I'm not too big on fighting the glimmers here, although I am really liking the cryo-flamer. Well, okay, the cryo-blaster on the glimmer is probably a little better, but we can't be that choosy. Like, we have cryo-flamers or disintegrators. That's just what we're going to do. Alright, repair one more time. Is this fleet getting it done? First off, what can we buy? Oh my god, we can buy a Paragon with 4D mods. That's actually really cool, because you can't normally buy those in market. We have a few Paragons here. We have another one of these, and another one of these, and another one of these, and actually the Zenith. So we got a bunch of shit we can take. But I'm pretty happy with how my fleet's doing right now. Like, there's a few smaller ships that I wish I had. This is fine. So, I know I could be doing stuff like in and around the colony. But where's our gate? We supposedly have a gate here. Do we actually have to, like... Oh, never mind. It's right here. Oh. Let's see if we're going to have something stupid from our own faction say, we're watching a gate. Or if we're not in the core worlds, maybe it won't be as big of a deal. By the way, since we're here, we have another gate down at Machmorad, which I'm pretty sure is a danger beacon system. Very much so. So we may just do like some core world garbage. That's fine. I didn't actually buy fuel, so I gotta make sure I do that before we leave. So unexplored gate. I don't even think I've been to these debris at this point. So it doesn't look like there's anybody else around here. I have been to the debris. Interesting. A ring of adamantite material, derelict of a former age. You query the status of the gate scanning package, and your officer gives you a quick head shake. The station interface is spotted with amber warning messages. Captain, the interference coming from some kind of microsat in the middle of the gate. The scanner can't make it. Oh gosh, there's always something. So, a microsat. An active scan picked up once the gate scanner told us where to look. It's very small, but somehow it's causing interference in the hyperspace manifold. Here, I can. Your sensors office taps a few controls of the gate and takes over the bridge display. An icon blinks near the center of the gate. Your sensors officer zooms in on a sub-display and a visual EM. It's dark. It's small. Slowly rotating like a piece of space junk with a power source. We could blow it up. There's a nice bit of shooting at your problems, but it's probably better to recover it since it is a power source. As your commander ops chief starts grumbling orders to the on-duty salvage teams, you watch as a pair of drones launch figures in hard suits dangling from handrails on the trailing drone. So we're actually shooting people out into space for this. Nice. The occupied drone halts at 1 gate diameter from that leaving the other to recover the microsat via the remote operation. The final approach, the manipulator arm is extended, and the clamps squeeze together in perfect time with the microsat's own rotation. A burst of light fizzes the display feed. The display stutters and reforms. Your ops chief never even flinch. Self-destruct charge, they report. The standard operation from here. The salvage team manages to collect most of the pieces of the microsat, and you view the assembled collection laid out in small workspace off the primary cargo bay. Generic parts, more or less. Could be anyone who built it. Unusual design to do what it does, though, to jam a gate scanning what is. Their eyes flicker to your tech officer, daring them to try to explain Coros's latest iteration of unified hyperfield theory again. So, you've only left to speculate. At least the device itself is no longer blocking your scan. Your sensors officer signals to you, Captain. We've got a lock on the gate scanner. Can proceed on your order, ma'am. So we scan it. Woohoo, 4 of 6. There's still faint music. Scan complete. Not going to fly through the gate yet. So, it's always something with the gates. Okay. Let's go back up to Pelagius, which is not too far. And I do have a little bit of money. So there's technically stuff I could do here. By the way, might as well check my colony status here. We do have luddic path cells. Do we need to do like some annual luddic path cleanup? Oh boy. We have a place over here that is going after these guys. 3 cells that are going over here, and it's all coming from Durzak. Alright, well, I know where we're going next. Sup, Durzak? Well, first we gotta get fuel, but it's just another regular day in the life of a space captain. There's always something. Can't just be straightforward. Can't just be, hey, look at these old space gates that nobody does anything with. Now everybody's doing something with them. Alright, so open market, not worth it. Open market, ew, not actually a lot. Okay, so that's a lot of money, but that's fine. We won't have to worry about fuel for a while. I'll pick up some extra supplies. We already got extra crew. Got plenty of cargo. It's the end game now. So let's kick some pathers. And then, of course, the obvious question is, are there any gates on the way? There's one in Corvus. That's fine. Atslin. We've seen Galati. So we really only need 2 more. We'll go to Durzak, though. Okay, so you guys can be friends with us, right? That's a sensor array. There's humanity's trash patrolling as usual. It's a trash patrol. And then we have hegemony, mercantile. I feel like I need to check just to make sure. We don't have anybody. We had like a pretty big run of people trying to attack us. Pirate activity. That's in the place that it was. Okay, so we don't have anybody messing with us or like trying to do AI inspections or any of that crap. Because I'd hate to just be wandering around scanning gates and then suddenly it's like, oh, by the way, we have all of your AI cores have been taken from your homeworld. Which makes no sense because we have so many defenses in our system, but what can you do? Alright. Fly, fly, fly. Could go to Atslin, but we'll do it after. We'll kick some Pather butt real quick, because that's what we do in this series. And we still made a hefty amount of money here. If I had fully developed my colonies even more, maybe we could do things a little different. Look! Oh, guys. Like, thank you for this. You're making it really easy for me. We are not performing a survey of this place. We are attacking this citadel. I am not even, like... We can't even raid it. Alright, well... I guess we'll engage everybody. That's fine. Hey, y'all. We have, like, very advanced ships. It's all good in the neighborhood. So if you follow you. I kind of want to try something here. Let's have you follow you. Let's have... These guys have been working okay independently. I don't see them using their, like, burst things very much. But this should be okay. Those three should be good for harassment. So we still got a little bit of a buddy system. We are an ion storm, which is fun. I guess we need to take this out pretty fast. Who builds their base around a planet that's just storming ions everywhere? Like, you have all of space that you can build stuff, and this is where you choose. I mean, first off, it's pretty interesting because these guys are stupid. That's also interesting because we have, like, a bunch of little shit coming our way. And we have a space station that probably has an officer in it. Let's see if we can see. Okay, I can't see yet. Okay. It doesn't actually look like it's an officered battle station. Anyway, I am better off just doing this thing. So this is all okay. Might be pretty good for a picture here, though, so we'll just take the inefficient shot, fire. I don't really like that very much yet, though. Okay, well, since we're here, might as well blow you up. Alright. 1 for 2. So, like, here's the rest of our fleet. Take a picture of this real quick. Don't always know if, like, this is good for screenshot material. Usually I like to have what I'm flying in there, but can't always be choosy. Alright, so these are supposed to be, like, literal suicide bomber ships that just want to, like, fly into me. I should have really put auxiliary thrusters on this. Maybe I did. Alright. Okay, so we didn't die there. Good. And that station's having a problem. We're the problem. That actually will hit us. Oh, come on, cryoblasters. There we go. So we need to disengage ever so briefly, so we can unflux the situation. We got a missile that's trying to track us. Okay, unphase, please. Okay, I don't know why it was forcing me right-clicking there. It's like, oh, you want to right-click on this. You don't actually want to get out of phase. Alright, so this is what we call a mop-up job. And since you're going to stupidly put your backside to us, that's fine. Alright. And then we got you over here that's just getting obliterated. Like, we're just hunting the luddic path at this point. Not too much else to it. And in fact, we should have a pretty good shot even right here. Alright. Same for you. We're just gonna take out these ships one by one. Oh look, one of them actually retreated. Smart. Okay, good. Look, and we're finally engaging these in a way that they don't immediately die. Those missiles should actually take that one out. There we go. So, good show. That's good. You should be dead. Wow, your shields are holding really well. You tried your best. And we got some fancy weaponry just flying up there. Got a little bit of friendly fire as well, so... Wow. Need to work on my leading a little bit. There we go. Apparently I'm not a good dancer. I could have told you that. Can we get you? Nope. You're just gonna do the phase thing. That's fine. Now, unfortunately, this ship is not much of one for, like, cracking. Not much of one for, like, cracking a battle station. Like, I have weapons. But they're only gonna do so much. Like, I can do some pretty persistent firing. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna have to vent in the line of fire. And at that point, I'm just gonna get missiled in the tachyon lance, and oh, it gets a little awkward. Oh god, I friendly fired my own ship. Alright. Good show. Blew up my own lumen. Literally the only casualties because the Gamma Core was like, let me fly in front of these cryoblasters. Good job. Alright. Gotta recover you. Fortunately, it's not difficult recovery because we would just let it go. Picking through the wreckage is easy. Alright, and we have stopped the evil luddic path from hitting our base, so that's good. Like we can see here, all these cells are disrupted. Disrupted. We have a sleeper cell here, but disrupted. Don't have to worry about that for a whole nother year. By the way, my colony's down here. You're still building. Good fellow. You're still building. You need hazard pay, which is fine. Like, once some of these come online, we're going to be making so much more money. Light industry building, that's good. It's amazing that for the past few episodes, so little time has passed. That's just the way it is, though, with Starsector. Okay, you know what? We have 2 more gates to scan, but I think this is like a pretty good note to finish this on. So what we're going to do next time, I know someone's like, oh, why are you going to stop now? There's a gate right here in Asconia and a gate in Corvus, and then you can go right back here. Yeah, it's exactly where we're going to start next time. So that's it for now. This is Asher with even more Starsector. We're blowing up people for story points. You can see the luddic path didn't really give us a lot of story points, but that's the idea at least. Like I said, things are going well. We even took a fight in Ion Storm Corona, and it worked out just fine. But yeah, we're going to do this again soon, and be on the lookout for news about modded run and everything like that. I keep promising it, but I do mean that. That is something I'm going to be wanting to move towards soon. I'm also keep getting told a hot fix is inevitable. It's like, well, it's inevitable, but how soon is my question here. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We will do this again soon. This is Starsector 0.95a update, and we are pretty much killing everybody that is not super redacted. Good times. Thanks for watching. See you next time.